If you want to lose your first 20 pounds, I'm going to give you in the next 10 minutes the exact blueprint that covers nutrition, training, sleep, literally everything. And we're not talking about fat diet. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint and stuff that I use with my clients every single day. Let's get into it. Most women think weight loss has to be so complicated, like cutting carbs completely, doing an hour of cardio every single day, eating 1200 calories and being miserable. But it doesn't have to be like that. And that's likely a reason why you're spinning your wheels and losing the same 20 pounds over and over for the last 10 years. The women I coach lose weight eating carbs, lifting weights 3 times a week, and barely touching cardio. So if you've been doing everything right and still not seeing results, stick around because I promise this is going to click for you. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to eat, how to train, and how to structure your week so scale actually starts moving and stays moving. Let's start with nutrition because honestly, this is where 80% of your results are going to come from. First rule is 90-10. 90% of what you eat should be whole, real foods. I'm talking protein, veggies, fruits, whole grains, healthy fats. The other 10% is your fun food, your Saturday pizza, your glass of wine with your husband, whatever it is. Because this isn't about being perfect, it's about being sustainable. If you cannot keep doing it in 6 months, it's not the right plan for you. Now let's talk about calories because this is the part that most people overcomplicate. To lose weight sustainably, you need a calorie deficit. And I like 500 calories a day because that gets you about a pound a week of fat loss without destroying your metabolism and hormones. And here's how you're going to find your number. I want you to track everything you eat for the next 7 days. No changes, okay? Just eat like you would normally eat. Now, add up the total calories for the week and divide by 7. That's your maintenance. Now, subtract 500 calories from that number, and that's your fat loss target. Next, macros. Have you ever heard the term macros? I'm going to keep it very simple for you. Macros are protein, carbs, and fats. When it comes to calculating how much fat to eat, I want you to eat 30% of your total calories. Your hormones need fat to function properly, especially as a woman, so don't skip this. Now, protein. Everyone knows we need to eat more protein. Take your goal weight and multiply it by 1. So if your goal weight is 150 pounds, that's 150 grams of protein a day. And lastly, carbs. Whatever calories left after fat and protein go here. What about supplements? You don't need any to lose weight, full stop. But if you want my one recommendation, it's creatine. It's the most researched supplement out there and it's genuinely going to help you hold on to muscle and perform better in your workouts. Now let's talk about movement, starting with the easiest one, walking. Aim for 10,000 steps a day. Walking is the low stress form of movement, meaning it doesn't spike your cortisol the way intense exercise can. It also helps balance your blood sugar. Even just 5 to 10 minutes walk after meal can make a real difference in how your body processes that food. Strength training. This is non-negotiable and is the one thing most women skip. You don't need to live in the gym. 3 full body workouts a week is plenty. If you would rather split it up, you can do something like push, pull, leg, split across the whole week instead. Either works, just pick what you will actually stick to. And if you don't know where to start, I actually put a free guide in the show notes for you that will help you to get started. So go there and grab it. The key when it comes to strength training is progressive overload, meaning you need to keep challenging your body over time. Lifting the same weight for the same reps every single week isn't going to change your body. Add a little more weight, add more reps, slow the tempo down. Something just has to progress. So you need to do something that challenges your muscles every week, okay? Because remember, the goal isn't just to lose fat, it's to keep as much muscle as possible while you do it. And that's exactly why we pair high protein with strength training, because one without the other won't get you anywhere. I also have one more nutrition timing tip that actually fits here. Base your meals 4 to 5 hours apart. This gives your insulin a chance to come down between meals. Insulin is a fat storage hormone. So if it's constantly elevated because you're snacking all day, your body doesn't get the chance to tap into fat for fuel. Let's talk about cardio. I'm not a big cardio person and I don't have my clients doing it by default, but if your fat loss starts to stall and you really want to speed things up, that's where I will add a little bit cardio in. Zone 2, 10 to 15 minutes to start. We don't go a stall in right away. And speaking of stalling, hitting a plateau, let's talk about that, because this is where so many women panic way too early. If the scale doesn't move for a week or two, that is not a plateau. That's completely normal. A real plateau is 3 to 4 weeks with no changes in your weight, your measurements, and your photos. That's why I always tell my clients to track more than just the scale. Weigh yourself consistently, whether it's once a week, every 2 days, 3 times a week, or every day. And make sure you're also taking photos and measurements, because sometimes the scale isn't moving, but your body is still changing. Trust me. This is an example of me weighing exactly the same way, but looking completely different. That's what we call body recomposition. Now let's talk about sleep, because sleep is your most underrated fat loss tool, especially if you're a woman over 35. I want you to aim for at least 8 hours of quality sleep, very deep sleep. When you're not sleeping enough, your hunger hormones goes up, your cravings goes up, and your ability to recover from workouts tanks. You cannot out diet or out train poor sleep. One thing that you probably don't want to hear is that you do have to track your food. I know it's not fun. I know it's not something that excites you, but you cannot expect results if you don't actually know what's going into your body. And accuracy matters. If you're estimating, you're almost always underestimating, which means you're overshooting your calories without realizing it. My tip: pre-log your meals using MyFitnessPal. Don't wait until the end of the day to log what you ate. Plan it out ahead of time. It's the single best way to actually understand what you're eating and stay on track. And last one, manage your cortisol. That's your stress hormone. If your body is living in constant high stress state, it is going to hold onto fat, especially for women over 35. And that's why you have that belly that came absolutely out of nowhere. This means I want you to prioritize things like sleep, walking, meditating, just giving yourself grace instead of living in the fight or flight all day. Your body is not going to let go of the fat if it thinks it's in danger. And this is it. That's genuinely the foundation of everything I teach when it comes to sustainable hormone-friendly weight loss. If you want a custom plan built specifically around your body, your schedule, and your goals, click the link below, fill out the form, and let's chat.